Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Woodshed Wednesday, where we learn tips, tricks, and licks to make us better guitarists. And today we looked at a country solo, as promised from last week. We're definitely doing the A7 to D7 change. It's pretty popular. And we're doing this one in a modern country vein, kind of in the style of a Brent Mason, Brad Paisley type. If you haven't heard those guys, check them out. Although if you're on this channel, you probably have. But if you haven't, Brent Mason, Brad Paisley, really great at what they do. So check them out. So we're going to dive into this here. But if you want to know a little bit more in depth as to what I'm doing here with the solo, go to my Patreon page. You'll see that in the link here. If you're on a mobile device, you have to go down below in the description. Click on that. And if you choose to support me there, awesome, thank you. You will get downloadable tabs as well as the backing track that you heard as well, so you can practice to it, okay? But I will take you through it here the best I can. I start off with open 5th string, and what I'm doing here too is I'm considering this kind of zone 2 for right now. So 1 finger will be 2nd fret, 2 finger will be 3rd fret, 3rd finger will be 4th fret, all right, to kind of get us through a little bit quicker. Alright, so on the 5th string, open, 2, 3, 4th string, open, 1, 3, and then we go to the 3rd string open. Okay, we go back to that 3rd finger, 4th string, up to the 1st finger, 3rd string, pull off, back to the 3rd finger, 4th string, back to the 3rd string, open, hammer on to the 2nd fret, 1st finger. We go to the next section, 2nd string, back in zone 1 here, open, 1, 2, open 1st string. Okay, so that part sounds like this here, slow. Doesn't sound like much when you play these type of country licks slow. When you put a little gas behind them, they really take on a unique flavor of their own, especially when you hear them against a harmony. And that's what can be deceiving about this stuff, especially when you're learning these open string type scales like we're doing here. Learn those if you want to play this type of stuff, these rolling, cascading, fast, fluid type of licks and lines, because that's where they come from, you know. And like I said, if you want to learn a little bit more into the way I'm thinking about this, certainly hit the Patreon page up, where I can even give you video responses as to how I'm going through this stuff. Okay, okay. The next lick that I play here after the open E, I'm going to come down to the 3rd string, 2nd fret, pull off, go back to the 4th string, 3rd finger, back up to the 3rd string again. Now I go 3, 1, open. And then this triplet figure here on the 5th string, 3, 1, open, 2 finger 6th string, slight bend, A, 5th string, then I do a slight bend on the 5th string there, and then go into the D. Okay, so just from a rhythmic perspective here, I'll play through that at a little bit of a slower pace so you can hear it. How that would work. Now at this point here, I'm going to slide 5th string from 3 to 5, 4th string open twice. Okay, now I'm going to refer to these as frets now, because I'm going to be sliding up the fingerboard. I'm going to go to 4th string, 3, 4, and I'm going to go to 3rd string, 2. Go back to the 4th fret, slide up to the 7th, 3rd string, 5. 7, 9, slide 4th string, 7th fret. Okay, now from here I have this little line here. Now I'm going to ghost the 4th string, play the 7th fret, 2nd string. Now I'm going to line up these double stops now. 2nd finger, 3rd string, ninth fret, and the first finger at the second string 8th fret. I'm going to pluck both of those, come up a half step, slide up a half step. Okay, now I'm going to be in zone 10. I'll use those fingerings. Third finger, 4th string, bar 3rd and 2nd with the 3rd finger, go back to the 4th string with the 3rd finger, bar 3rd and 2nd string with the 1st finger, hammer on with the 2 finger at the 11th fret on the 3rd string. That's going to be 3rd finger 4th, 3rd finger 5th string. We do it again. Bar, hammer, 4th string, 5th string. Now I do a 1-2 hammer on 4th string, 10, 11. While it's holding out, I play the 1st finger to 10th fret, 2nd string. Immediately follow up with a slide down a whole step. Rake 4th, rake 3rd, rake 2nd. Come back, 2nd string, 7th fret, 5th fret. Then I bend 3rd string, 7 to 9. And add some vibrato at the end to finish it off. Okay? So, how are we transitioning from A to D? Well, real simple on this. As I'm coming back off this line, I'm just simply playing the 6th string, leading into the A on the A7, and then bending into the D, to the root. So that's a really, really simple one. The next time that I change from here, these, by the way, are all chord tones that I'm really trying to stress here through all of this. There's the F sharp to the A, the 3rd and the 5th. I'm moving up to the 5th from the 7th, and then I'm moving up to the 6th and the root. Okay, so really just a lot of chord tones, and then up to the 3rd. When I do this line here, I'm making sure that I got the D here, right, with the root and the 4th string. I make sure I go to the 3rd of the A, which is the C sharp. So I fall from the D to the C sharp. A, slide down to the G. So that works out really well there. Okay, it's the 7th of A. So again, really targeting chord tones like we talked about last week with the blues styling. Really the same idea, just putting in some different techniques here that are more indigenous to country, with the sound, with the techniques right hand and left hand that I'm getting. Now also, too, pay special attention to the right hand as I used hybrid picking. That's going to certainly help you out. When I played some of these parts a little bit slower, the hybrid picking plays a big part. Okay, so real quick, just a quick note on that from the beginning here. If I'm playing 5th string to the 4th string, it's all pick. Watch my right hand. I pluck now with my 2nd finger on the 3rd string. Every time I need the 3rd string, I'm plucking it. Okay? When I switch, I move my pick down to the 2nd string, and I pluck the 1st string when I need it, right? So that's just an example of how you use hybrid picking. And then, of course, if I do this line here, I do the bend, and then I pop the D. All that is going to be played with hybrid picking. All 3rd string. 4th string is pick, 3rd string is plucked. Here I bring my pick down, and I use the 3rd string with the pick, 2nd string with the 2nd finger pluck. So I get a really sharp double stop attack. Then I switch to my 2nd and 3rd finger to play these double stops up here where I bar 12th fret, 10th fret. I use my 2nd and 3rd finger for that because my pick is taking care of the 4th string here, and the 4th and 5th string. That way. That up, down motion, right? Again, I'm plucking that 2nd string. And all that's just pick at the very, very end there, okay? All right. have fun with this one here. Gorbe's techniques a lot if you're not used to them. And I'll see you next Wednesday.